Right. I have a serious question today. If my higher self loves me unconditionally and this world is love, why the hell I got small boobs and why my higher self decided me with my small birdies? Seriously, have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror thinking, why am I given this body? What's the purpose of it? Why am I not, you know, perfect? Because we all had these days when you look in the mirror and you're not happy with the reflection. So why the hell it is the case and why I don't want to change it anymore? I've gone through what's called spiritual awakening where my perspective shifted tremendously and I understood that I'm not my body. And the reason why I'm recording this video is because I came across a gorgeous pair of boobs today. And I'm not lesbian, but I think all everyone loves boobs. They're just amazing, and I'm not going to talk more about it. Probably you know for yourself. Men love boobs, women love boobs. Um, I hope it's not insulting anyone, but I'm just talking my truth, the way I see it. And I don't get to have them. After awakening, I realized that I'm not this body anymore, and I had this experience of not recognizing myself in the mirror. And then I asked, okay, my higher self, could you please tell me what's the crack with this body? Because I have feet of size 43, which is 11 US, and the boobs, and there are plenty of things we can complain and go on about. What's the story with this whole madness? And the story goes like this. I sat there and imagined my soul picking the conditions, the environment, the physical reality, the timeline, and the biological structures where it's going to be uh, embodied. And it chose this body somewhere 33 years ago, knowing that it's going to have small boobs. And it's supposed to teach me a lesson. It's supposed to teach me something. And here it is, my soul sitting there picking, spiritual path, academic career, small boobs, check. And now I realize that it was a blessing. It was the biggest blessing that I could have ever received. Although I always struggled with jealousy towards other women having those, and but now I know that I'm not this body, and actually I am everything around me. So if I see beautiful chest somewhere, that's also my chest. It might sound crazy, but actually, this is the game we're all playing here. Uh, I get to see them, I don't get to wear them. And then I ask myself, what would have happened if I had beautiful breasts? And it shocked me that I realized that I had some relationships that probably didn't work out because of this exact reason. And I'm so grateful for not being stuck in those dynamics, in those connections where my body and physical reality was valued way more above my energy and above my spirit. I think we all are blessed about this to some extent. And those people who have perfect appearances and they are super attractive, they also go through certain lessons because what they struggle with is probably that the environment and their people they encounter in life are not seeing behind the veil what's inside them. They project onto the external reality of a perfect body and they don't think about what's happening inside of that person. So on top of that I was given I was given this opportunity to be seen as someone beyond my body. These little titties are super sensitive, and I'm not gonna go deeper into that, but smaller breasts are more sensitive. That's great. And when I turn 80, if I turn 80, of course, if life continues until that point, they will not sag. These babies will stay young, like my soul. They don't have age. I'm saying all of this just to raise this question about our body insecurity and, in general, our attachment to our bodies. And I want to urge us to look beyond what we think we are and what we see in the mirror, because we are everything that is present now in the moment. And maybe it is very counterintuitive to hear this. It's because your ego doesn't want to accept the fact that you are not just your body, that you are everything. And your ego doesn't want to accept the fact that there is no past and present. And you're telling, and your ego is a combination of stories that you're telling about yourself, including me having small boobs and you, I don't know, being short or having huge ears. So all these things, these are just stories that our ego tells us about and tells us to suffer about it or being proud about it. And no matter what inclination you have there about your body, this is not you. What if I told you that you are everything that is now? Even this video is you. And I appreciate you watching it. And I'm going to do an unspeakable thing. Probably you're wondering how small my boobs are, and I'm going to show you that. They are pretty small, but I love them. To sum up all of this, if you have big feet, you probably stay stable, you stay grounded. That gives you a physical advantage of not falling or not tripping over, I don't know, slippery floor. I also get to have big feet. And although at some point, I thought, oh my God, I can't buy shoes of my size because they just don't produce high heels of my size. Now I see it as a blessing. Like, thanks God I didn't get to wear those hellish shoes for hours, experiencing pain, and I get to wear comfortable sneakers all the time, although um, they are just classic running shoes that I've been wearing for all my life. There is always an advantage to your disadvantage. What is underlying the non duality approach to life? If I feel jealous about someone's boobs, I also feel grateful for not having them. And this is experience. Embracing all of it and directing your awareness towards these experiences is what makes you whole and being present in the moment. If you have big ears, you probably hear well. Well, if there is a gossip, you're the one who will spot it first. If you have naturally hairy body, you don't need to wear free sweaters. There are all sorts of, like, I encourage you to think about the situation of your life where this so-called disadvantage actually benefited you. The big thing to say, the reality is that your higher self didn't punish you with this body. It's just a collection of karma, of lessons that you are supposed to learn this life. And they're neither good or bad. They're just there for you to learn them, to accept the dark and the bright emotions and sensations attached to it. And in the end of the day, we're just souls walking in human avatars, living our lives, playing this game. And you rock it. You'd better rock it because you have only one body, which is not you. You're the one who is experiencing it. So experience it to the fullest. Don't be shy about yourself. You are gorgeous. You are gorgeous. And I wish you full acceptance and full presence. And see you next time. Ciao.